Live from the Ingles studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog thief! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. We are seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat, and you can drive your butt on down here and get you some butts at the Bear Smokehouse barbecue.
New toys, new toys, new toys. Yeah, you know that thing we always said about, it's Tank and I against the world?
Yep.
Now it really is.
Now it really is.
Because now we can just do this anywhere in the world. As long as we have somebody to go.
Go. Exactly. And that person is me, apparently.
Well,
we
today
are working without a safety net here, ladies and gentlemen. I do have confirmation. Thank you for chiming in there, Mr. Womack. A happy day to you, sir. Chris Womack.
And thank you to Chris Womack for all the things he does to make something we will be announcing very soon quite possible. Ladies and gentlemen, I have always said, or actually Tank has always said, Jeremy plays three-dimensional chess. Sometimes he's just baiting you in with he got a little pawn over here,
yeah,
and the king's marching in on his horse to mess stuff up.
Yes, he is. The Sportsocracy is live here, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue.
No echo either.
Glad everything is working back at Mission Control. And those of you who are traveling around the Asheville area right now, come on down to Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue, hanging out in the home of the balls. The Bear Balls always on the menu. Of course, the total package, the special for the day, as it always is when we are here, because we are together, the total package. And it's only when we are together that the world feels right.
And since you want to call yourself the total package, does that mean I am the Adonis, Lex Luger?
you get to be the narcissist for sure.
Narcissist, that's it.
Yeah.
Not I knew it was one of those. I couldn't remember which one.
Yeah, no, you're mixing up your old wrestling.
I am the Adonis.
Adrian
Adonis. That was
right,
it.
Yeah, and then the narcissist, Lex.
Oh yeah, that's happening. And I'm superimposing my head on Lex Luger's body because there is no way I'm putting on that little nanner hammock to take that picture.
Yeah, that's what keeps you from taking that picture. Sure.
Hey, look, the arms are still pretty sizable. You just have to get over how big the gut is, too.
It is a kickoff Thursday here at the Sportsocracy and at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. We'll be hanging out for Thursday night football tonight. We got the Eagles and the Giants. Do you expect a game tonight? You think this is going to be on fire?
I do. I expect a game from Saquon Barkley. Saquon, but as much nonsense as Kevin Patilla has had to answer for this week, Saquon Barkley is going to get the ball 11 times tonight. If you're playing DraftKings, which I highly advise, official sportsbook of the Sportsocracy, and you play the Captain's Clash or whatever that thing's called, Saquon, I don't care that he cost $40 gajillion. He'll be worth it. I guarantee it.
The meeting that was had, I do enjoy all of the feathers that seem to be ruffled. The fact that Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown all got together and had some secret meeting. Like, well, we all know what they were talking about. Was this ain't good?
You remember? You remember that scene from
stuff we did last year? We need to do that again.
You remember that scene from Step Brothers where he's talking about touching his drum set? That's what they said with Kevin Patilla. If he touches my drum set, I'll kill him. I'll kill him with my bare hands.
And by touching the drum set in this case is limiting the touches of your biggest stars.
And all I can imagine in my head is A.J. Brown in the background screaming, "This team is a prison."
It's not been going well for the offense. You got to figure something out. And I don't know that the Giants' defense, though, is the one that I really want to pick on.
You can run on them. You can run on them. You can throw on them if you can keep their litany of pass rushers from getting to you, because their secondary is duty. You asked me if I expect this big game. I always expect Thursday night games to be closer than they should be.
Yeah.
As evidenced by San Francisco, who I don't think can play dead in a Cowboy movie, beating a good Rams team last week.
Right.
Look, we also saw the Cowboys stick with the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for somebody to sit me down and go, this is how we decide on what games we're going to play on Thursday Night Football. Because it seems like they gave methamphetamine to a monkey and gave him the schedule, and just whatever he pointed at, that's what we're going to do.
They went what? They went what? Best division game of the week? Because we've had good division games.
If you think Giants-Eagles is the best division game of the week, I'm going to need you to explain that real slow. And I don't even remember the schedule. I don't care.
I'm trying to look here to see if there's a better division matchup.
This is not a good one.
It's not Browns and Steelers. It's definitely not.
What you don't want to see, game 2 of 5'8" Dylan Gabriel.
That is the best.
By the way, did you see the announcement from Cleveland yesterday that he's not ready to say Shedeur Sanders is the 2? Yes. I tried to tell you this was coming.
Yes. We've had a lot going on in the last couple of days. Joe Falco has already been announced the starter for the Cincinnati Bengals this week.
Well, that's how bad Jake Browning's been.
No doubt.
If Joe Flacco couldn't have gotten there, I'm pretty sure they would have started Zach Taylor.
Did you hear the report that Zach Taylor was on the phone with him when he got off the plane?
I also saw that he flew coach, which is the funniest thing I think I've ever seen.
As soon as he got off the plane, the phone call was in from Zach Taylor, and they were going over the playbook.
Yeah, you must start right now.
Right.
That's how bad Jake Browning is.
And the fact that it was, he's already prepared for this team once this year. So really all we have to do is teach him the install, which I feel like should take some time. But, I mean, he's smart, right?
Here's the install. Joe, buddy.
He's got that dad brain.
Joe, here's your install. Do you see Jamar Chase? Do you see T. Higgins? There's your install. You need to know what route they're running, and that's it.
Throw it deep.
And if when in doubt, dump off to Mike Gesicki or Andre Yoshevas. There's your install. Welcome to way better weapons than Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Tillman.
However, don't die behind that offensive line, which I think is.
Joe's been remarkably healthy.
Yeah, but it's also how much punishment can a 40-year-old body take.
I think it's
he
funny
gets
how
sacked
many
6 times. It's going to be bad.
I think it's funny how that people think the Bengals defense offensive line is significantly worse than the Browns.
Is it not?
The Browns are starting 2 backup tackles right now. They're having to rotate left tackles. It's Cam Robinson and KT Leviston are switching every drive. That's about as bad as it gets because it included Cam Robinson. How bad can you be? Because he and a doorway have the same impediment.
Yeah. We've had another trade in the NFL.
We did, and it makes kind of sense. I guess.
Greg Newsome goes down to the Jaguars.
He's really much better in zone. The Jaguars play a lot of zone.
Okay. And then Tyson Campbell goes back to Cleveland.
Tyson Campbell's way better, or historically has been way better in man than in zone, and Cleveland plays way more zone. Okay. Here's what doesn't make sense. Tyson Campbell's owed $11 gajillion. Greg Newsome is done at the end of this season.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Liam Cohen got that because I feel like Cleveland had to call Jacksonville there. I mean, you can carry him around in a wheelbarrow and still not have been ballsy enough to call and go, hey, you know that albatross contract we have? The one that nobody can figure out why we signed him to it? We want you to take that, and we'll take the corner that you are willing to trade for nothing. How does that sound? Good? Let's do that. I think it's a great trade for Jacksonville and for Cleveland. They can get out of it. He doesn't have a ton of guaranteed money, but he has a lot of roster bonuses. Look, I still think Tyson Campbell and Greg Newsome both can be good corners.
I was going to say, are you talking about Campbell in that scenario?
Yes.
Okay.
I still think they both can be good corners in this league. I just think they were both very ill-fitting to the defense that they were playing in.
Right. We do often say about players, sometimes just a change of scenery is all you need. fit in.
Yeah, look at Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones went from whatever that was in New York to Indiana Jones.
And has had one of the best starts to any season that we've ever seen.
Tank, we have a slew of super chats
whatsoever.
I don't know what button you're going to hit, but I
didn't think about that.
We have all the banked buttons.
I didn't think about the super chat buttons. I didn't get them.
Well, if you switch the bank, there's a whole bunch of them. I mean, there's an applause, there's a rim shot, there's.
I think you copied over all of those when you
put
new sounds in there.
That
and so now we just have the other sounds and none of them. We'll do super chat sounds next Thursday. How about that, gang?
Oh no, we can still do them. I just need I'll tell you what. We'll finish this segment. We'll come back with a segment of super chats.
Okay.
And I will find a button that
there
works
you go.
for all of those things.
All right, very good. Super chat segment coming at you as we are live here at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue.
That's on us too, because we sat here with 20 minutes to go, like victory lapping of we can figure out anything.
Exactly. And then you don't think of everything.
Well, if I can't figure out a super chat button, I'll just say random funny things in different voices I have. Jerry Jones, how did I get fined $250,000 for one finger? Jonathan Gannon gave Amari DeMarcado all 5.
That was the price? $250K?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
And the funniest part of that was he said, I did it by accident. How do you do that by accident? I mean, you ever just...
He is old, right?
You ever walk home and want to give your wife a thumbs up? I don't know why you do that, but maybe somebody does it. Instead, you just, sorry, honey. I meant to French fry and a pizza. My bad. I don't think Jerry even tries to explain anything anymore.
Why would you bother?
It's like, I did it. I did it, and it's fine.
He's got more money than God, so it doesn't matter. $250,000 is nothing to him.
Yeah, Bo Walker said on our social media, because I asked if Jerry Jones gets fined $250,000 for flicking off one Jets fan,
yes,
what should I be fined for flicking off every Jets player? Because I've done that no less than 100 times.
That is the good thing about the NFL is that comes for free. Anyhow, all right, finally, I have the YouTubes up, so we can get to the super chats. Yeah, Jerry Jones got fined, and then there was the Jonathan Gannon Amari DeMarcado thing, which I'm still. I'm standing on my laurels. I'm not apologizing.
I think we should start a GoFundMe for Jonathan Gannon to pay his fine because he didn't choke him, which I think he deserves a medal for.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I mean, I get there's to that point where you put it in any other setting, in a business, if you walked up to somebody and pushed them in the chest like that because they messed up your spreadsheets or something, you'd be fired and assault charges and all that. However,
as somebody that works with a lot of employees around the iHeart universe, small aside, you're not supposed to do that?
No, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh.
There's an HR call coming your way, I'm pretty sure, at some point.
What if it was the HR person? What does that say about me?
I'd watch my ass till 5 o'clock on tomorrow.
I think I'll be fine.
I'm just saying.
I think I'll be fine.
Might want to watch that. It's not a time to be screwing up in front of HR. I get that in any other setting, yes, that would be a terrible thing to do to a coworker or a subordinate. However, in the game of football, the fact that he still had pads left on his body to absorb those blows, or that one little I really hate you right now, because that's all that was.
Oh yeah, I want to punch you.
And for him to come, I don't know. Part of me understands it. The other part of me goes, I don't know that I wouldn't have clocked him in the eyeball just on basic principle.
I would have had to have watched the "Don't Shake a Player" video,
Right.
because I want to I want to harm you badly. I'm a guy that grew up playing sports, and
I remember suffering through way more than that kind of abuse from coaches when I was 9.
I had no less than 3 coaches that I'm pretty sure thought I was a cat.
What?
Well, I mean, they called me another word for that no less than 5 times a week. So
Indeed. Yeah, I got you. I mean, that was how motivation was done, right? Coach comes over and cracks your skull one good time, just whaps you upside the back of the helmet, gives you a little minor concussion. You can feel your brain still ringing in your head. Like, you're not going to jump off sides next time, are you, fatty? No.
I do remember one specific moment where I got hit in the head with a "Why are you so stupid?" And my response was, "Maybe because you keep hitting me in the head."
But there again, we grew up to do weird things on the radio.
And you know what?
Maybe we're not the role models we should be.
Now we're not fragile and get worried about things that people say about us.
Indeed.
We don't need a safe space or nothing.
All right, now it's our time to learn and see if the buttons work remotely from Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue, downtown Asheville, on the South Slope.
I know my buttons work, so
yeah,
this
it
is
is
really
the
on
official
him.
home. The official barbecue of the Sportsocracy and the official Thursday night football home of the show. As well, we shall return here on ESPN Asheville as long as this works.
The Sportsocracy.
And we are back on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Seen everywhere on that YouTube. You can join us in the chat just by subscribing to the YouTube channel. And I guess you're just going to do some funny voices for
Yeah,
Super Chats,
I'm
or-
afraid with the way this is set up that if I click the wrong button, bad things can happen, and there is nobody to stop it once it starts. So you read the Super Chats, and I will say something humorous in a different impersonation that I do.
Okay. All right. So we have a Super Chat from Red Sea.
2 receivers are better than 1, but you have to throw to at least one of them.
He says, time for my daily falafel Drew Petzing and Billy Napier. Good for you.
That one had to be Red Sea.
Most definitely.
I love that we used to say we were like an AA meeting for sports, and I feel like we have become one because every day people must make amends in the Super Chats for people who they want to see great harm befall.
I mean, not great harm, just falafel.
I don't think you understand how much harm Red Sea wants to see befall Drew Petzing. Like, if he disappears and he winds up in a hole somewhere, it's in the basement of Red Sea's house.
Right. We should definitely have a check on him. All right, we've got one from Patrick Holt.
I still want my moment with Ryan Day. He knows it's coming. I know where you sleep. I know where you live. And I will come get you.
Patrick Holt says, LOL at the Yankees. Damn right.
I don't know what that means.
The Yankees lost to the Blue Jays in the Major League Baseball playoffs, and that makes everyone happy.
Never heard of her.
Yeah. Jonathan Welch.
I'm not going to lie to you. I heard Dan Patrick today.
Yeah.
In the throes of football. And I love Dan.
Yeah.
I think Dan is the head of the Mount Rushmore of all-time sports broadcasters.
Yeah.
And he was talking about baseball while I was getting ready today, and I went, Dan, buddy, we need to talk about this. Okay, like, I understand you like it, but nobody else does.
I think, Jeremy, you're so much more on an island than you think you are.
Yeah, I'm not. And see, I actually have this thing called ratings that tell me that. Major League Baseball games are way closer to WNBA playoff games than they are to NFL games.
Sure they are.
So,
but when they're the only actual sports happening, not everybody wants to talk about the same 4 things over and over again.
It's fine. We're fine. It's football. We do football. That's what we do.
Jonathan Welch, Super Chat.
There is no reason to talk about baseball in this time of the year. Dan, you're better than that. I know it, and so do you.
He says, hey, Tank, don't do traffic after Mark says wordy dirds.
Yeah, I actually heard about this. Did Mark do a thing about Nether Yaya today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said something at one point that I was like, I don't know that I'd have said that one, but okay, whatever. I don't remember what he was talking about. People's bits hanging out or something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Your show airs at a time that has the same philosophy I had with philosophy, which is if you really wanted me to know it, you would air it at a time that I actually know exists.
Right. Red Sea with another one.
I'm starting to get scared of his affinity for bad things befalling Drew Petzing.
Red Sea says Drew Petzing is worse than Kevin Patullo by a good deal. So if you're bagging on Kevin Patullo,
I mean, is it by a great deal or is it by a semi-deal?
I would say it's more by a semi-deal, considering the weapons that Kevin Patullo has at his disposal. Drew Petzing does not have any of those.
I want you to – you're going to have to hear this statistic, and I'm going to really need you to embrace it. while the Philadelphia Eagles had a 2-touchdown lead on the Denver Broncos, how many touches did Saquon Barkley get? And that spanned over a quarter and a half.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It was one.
Yikes.
He had one touch with a 2-touchdown lead. And I get it. Tyler Steen is not great at football. And Landon Dickerson's hurt, and Cam Jurgens is just a whittle feller.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that's the funny thing about Philadelphia that nobody's talking about is that your offensive line was what made you for an extended period of time, and it's not nearly as good as it was. And I don't hear anybody say that.
I don't think it's nearly as good as it was. You feel better now?
I mean,
Somebody
I said
it. So
Look, Tank, I
somebody
mean,
agrees with you.
I don't think you understand how blessed you are to have a man sitting next to you for 15 hours a day that's just virtually never
He's
wrong.
right, just so full of knowledge and perfection. I
And humility.
bask in the glow of your awesomeness.
And humility, which is one of my greatest abilities.
It is one of his greatest abilities. We have a super chat from Sir Jimothy.
I don't need a reason to say this, but the Cotton Bowl.
He said, "My name is Tank, and I think the Eagles go undefeated for the rest of the year. Yes, I'm trying to get Tank's bad juju on the Philadelphia falafel football."
My only question is, why did you read it like a little kid that got in trouble in Sunday school? My name is Little Tank, and I promise I will not pick my nose during school anymore.
So everyone knows that it's not me saying it, it's him saying it.
Yeah, but that throws off the bad juju. You've almost become like Nathan. I've told you of Nathan.
I don't know Nathan.
Nathan is he's a constant at my Monday nights at the Village Porch for Monday Night Football.
Okay.
He showed me his entire anthology of DraftKings wagers. He has not won a bet since at least June 26th.
Okay.
And there are less than 20 total days where he has not made a wager of some kind.
That's not good.
That's almost impossible to do.
Yes.
I have told him.
You would think by the law of averages he'd have hit one.
I've told him that he needs to register. He should be a registered bet offender, and he should have to tell people when he moves into a neighborhood what he is betting as a civil service.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he should, go, hey, I'm going to bet on that, and then just go, I'm going to do the exact opposite.
No, but you can't mess with the betting gods. The betting gods are they are fickle.
Because at some point you would think you'd have to do that. You'd have to give it a try. Just one. I mean, if you've got a streak going, if you've lost 179 bets in a row, I don't care if it was, the Harlem Globetrotters against that team that they beat
the Washington Generals
for 40 years. You don't do that.
That would be the one time the Generals won. He showed me there was one in his little portfolio that he had Falcons. Let's see, it was Falcons minus 11.5, Commanders plus like 15.5. Or no, I did that backwards. It was Falcons minus 15.5, Commanders plus 11.5.
Yeah.
The Falcons won by 14. There are three numbers in the world that would burn you on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
He found a way to hit that one. I mean, honestly, if you were trying to do it, you would be the best gambler in the history of time. But you're not, and I know that.
You should stop doing that.
He also had about 20 that he cashed out early, and they wound up hitting. And you should not. The cash out button does not exist for you. That is not allowed.
Well, I mean, you lose so much. They give you that golden parachute, and I'm taking it. Like, my streak is so long right now. The entire team of the opponents is moved and shifted to the left side of the field, and all I got to do is just knock it down the baseline, and that's all I got to do and make it to first base. I'm doing it. I'm taking the out. I got to break the streak.
The only problem is that the bet was $5 and the cash out was 27 cents. That's still not a win.
Okay, that's not good. Yeah. See, I was thinking.
That's still not a win.
See, you made me think like he got to the point where they were going to pay him more than he put in for the cash out, because that's the only reason you should use the cash out.
Yes, because you won.
Right.
You won money.
It's like, you're really close. It hadn't hit yet. We're going to give you, I don't know, $6 on return for your $5 bet. Okay, I would buy that. Cashing it out at 27 cents just so you have a plus number doesn't make sense to me because it's still minus 485.
So we have a request.
We have a request?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have 2 more Super Chats.
All right.
And the chat has requested that you sing the Super Chat songs. And one of them's a sizable Super Chat. And, this is just me, as the business manager of the show. I really think you should do it. Look,
I don't know. Some of those could be deemed wildly racist if I did that.
Well, then don't sing those.
Okay, we won't sing those.
Yeah, I don't even think that had to be said.
Well, half of them are rap songs, and I'm not a rapper. I'm not even kind of cool.
Tank, you're barely a sports talk show host, but we let you do it every day. Yes, he set that up. It was too easy.
I don't even know why I'll hang out with you anymore.
I don't know. I think your parents have asked that question no less than 1,000 times.
So the whole time. My wife, too.
Your
My
wife?
kids are real big fans.
Your children?
I came home from work the other day, and I was just exhausted, and I was fed up, and I was just, I come in, and I'm just putting my stuff away, and I didn't have a good, a happy look on my face, and my son looks at me, and he says, "Dad, what's the matter?" And I said, "Nothing, buddy. I just had a hard day. I work with a lot of dumbasses." And he said, "I miss Jeremy." And I was like, yes, he knows. He knows some of the things. And Jeremy wasn't even one of the ones I was talking about. All right. I guess we'll give you the money from the money tree.
I love the people of this. I love the people of this show so much because I want that clipped and to live forever. I didn't actually think he was going to do it. I have now realized that for money, he is a poodle. All you got to do is throw the treat out there, and he'll do it.
This one's from Be the Example.
That would be Ronnie George said Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are still ahead of Baker in the MVP odds. Make it make sense to me. I'm not Josh Allen. I understand. Because that team's still 4-1. You're looking at the schedule going because you got to remember when you're looking at odds that it's not just what's already happened.
Mm-hmm.
You have to forecast into the future. And if you told me Baker Mayfield had 3 games ahead of him where he threw 3 interceptions, would it surprise anybody?
Mm-hmm.
So you do have to bake that in. No pun intended. You also have to look at what Josh Allen has coming up, going half of that schedule, he will throw for 300 yards because he shows up and puts his pants on the right direction. That's why now Pat Mahomes, he beats me. Pat Mahomes could learn to fly 3 weeks from now, and he still wouldn't win MVP. Because that team's just not good.
Yeah.
He'll get the credit if they right the ship.
Sure.
And the credit won't go to the fact that the schedule lightens up. But I still don't think he would win MVP. He's in the Brady rules. You got to do something so unbelievable for you to win an MVP because we universally think you're the best player in the league.
Right.
You have to do special things because just exemplary is your average.
Or you've just got to be the best quarterback from here on out. Right.
But he would have to be so much better. You're talking about there are 2 quarterbacks in the league that have 78-plus QBRs right now.
Yes.
He ain't catching that. Now, they can regress to him.
That's what I'm thinking.
But they'd all have to crash out, and it's not going to happen. You can look at their schedules. Daniel Jones plays nobody.
Yeah.
I agree with Ronnie here. Baker should right now be the favorite to win the MVP. Because if it doesn't stop, he's doing things that nobody else that we've never seen him do before.
Right.
And that's who wins the MVP.
Right.
And they're going to win a mess of football games. Josh Allen, I get, though.
I get Josh Allen.
And then we have one more super chat, and I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what's about to come out of your mouth.
Making easy money with a wink and a smile like it ain't no thing.
That was the one I was hoping for. And it was for the biggest one, too, which was even better. Red C said, you think that against a bottom 5 secondary last week and throwing the ball incredibly efficiently in the first quarter, we would have stuck with it, especially with practice squad running backs. But Drew Petzing. Now that was from Red Sea. I must say I do agree with that. When you look in your backfield and you have 2 running backs that the New York Jets went, we're good on this, because Bam Knight and Michael Carter ran ahead of Amari DeMarcado. DeMarcado got that one random touch that he took 71 yards. He had barely played. I do wonder, why did you at some point just bleed the clock? Just get out of here healthy. That is confounding. Gamut fan said the show has peaked.
The show.
We have officially jumped the shark
super chats
with Tank impressions or Tank singing super chat songs, and I'm not going to lie to him. I think he's right.
Yeah.
I think it's all downhill from here.
Well, perfect way to play them out. Jingle out into the break.
The funny part is there is a person on this show that used to be a singer, and it's not him.
No.
But it's way funnier this way.
Indeed. We are live down at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue on the South Slope. Come out and see us. We'll be right back.
the Sportsocracy.
It is ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy, coming to you live from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. It is a perfect place to come on by for a barbecue lunch.
We may never go back to the studio now that we know we can do this.
Right. He's all about it.
Now Gamut's already said we jumped the shark with Tank singing the Super Chat songs, which, frankly, I don't know how many of them he knows. I also don't know what he will go to singing once he's out of Super Chat songs, because I don't think he's just going to keep doing them over and over again. I'm intrigued.
Hey, money! Talking about money! We got one from Sir Jimothy.
Oh, I was about to say, I would not waste those based on your vocal talent.
Yeah, now he says, what bets do you have for tonight's game, JG? Well,
anything that's the flat line on Saquon Barkley, take the over. Oh, Gambit said you should sing Creed.
I don't want to sing Creed.
I want that to happen so bad.
I don't want to sing Creed.
I need somebody to put that in their Super Chat. I do. I want somebody to put that in their Super Chat. Tank has to sing higher. I love these live show days, like where we're just out in the. Next year, I may schedule 5 of these a week, and Tank's life will become a living hell.
And then we have to do this all the time. Although I do feel much better now that I know that it works. We never tried it this way before, and I'm glad that it's going well for everybody. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in on 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400, and everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Of course, you can get into the chat by subscribing to the YouTube channel. What?
Tell your outside story, and then then I'll update you.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to do outside stories.
Mm-hmm. We can combo an outside story because this story deserves its own segment.
Oh, my goodness. What did you do?
Bill Belichick may or may not be negotiating his buyout for North Carolina.
Yeah.
Have you heard the whole nitty-gritty of this?
I have heard a whole mess. We talked about this a lot yesterday with Chris Womack on the Womack Wednesday of like the total embarrassment of all of this that goes beyond just the girlfriend drama. Like, remember how when the girlfriend drama started,
we thought, how can it get worse than this?
Right, like this is it. This is how it's going to go down. I mean, this is the embarrassment. Well, no, you come out and your team's terrible. You've now been the school is being sued over your hiring because you did all of that in closed doors meetings, and that's against the rules. Now we've got,
I have an addendum to that. It's not against the rules. It's not.
To make hiring decisions in closed doors meetings at a publicly funded university? Yeah, sure it is.
When they're not funded by the university. So the one that they're losing their mind about, from what I understand, is Steve. Steve was made the coach emeritus. That doesn't matter because he still has to be approved by the Board of Regents.
Right. The lawsuit targets the overall decision for Bill Belichick. That meeting where that decision was made was held behind closed doors. And then
this is how sad this is. I'm thinking of a completely different, because I haven't even heard this part.
And then there was one quote unquote open meeting where they came in for 5 seconds and everybody rubber stamped it, and they just moved on.
And that's
illegal.
And that lawsuit will go nowhere because they did interview John Summerall. I know that for a fact. That's not an opinion; it's a fact.
It's not just that you didn't. It doesn't matter that you interviewed somebody else. That's not it's the fact that the decision was made in a closed meeting. That is the crux of this. It was also that there were closed meeting sessions about the getting out of the ACC. That's in this as well, from the same provost that got fired after he raised a stink because of the hiring of Bill Belichick. So that lawsuit's going on.
Did he have tenure?
Who?
Whoever got fired.
I have no idea.
If he didn't have tenure, then a judge is going to look at you and go, they can fire you for anything they damn well please.
Well, I don't think the outcome of the lawsuit doesn't matter. Now the thing is, does the lawsuit give North Carolina the ability, or whoever wants to get out of this now? You have a door. You're a legal liability.
Yeah,
There's
not.
all things in the contract that we could get out of this. There's an early.
You're not doing that because it's an admittance of your own stupidity.
Well, this is going to come down to heads will roll for this.
Yeah, Bubba Cunningham. I mean, I'll go ahead and tell you exactly who it's going to be.
Okay.
Because Bubba was the one that he may not have wanted it, but you still allowed it.
Well, he had to. If the board of trustees comes to you and says you have to hire this person,
okay,
then yeah,
that's part of the job. But you're the athletic director; it will still fall on you. Because I guarantee you, no Carolina fan is going to see somebody on the board of regents get let go and go, "Oh yeah, I feel good now." I'll use Red Sea as an example, just because I just saw his name pop up. He's angry at Drew Petzing.
Yep.
They can't fire the director of financial operations and make him feel better. You want people to keep showing up? It's going to have to be a head they know. And the Bill thing, I'll go ahead and tell you how this is going to end. He's going to kick in his own buyout so he can interview for NFL jobs, and that's how everybody gets out of this. Nobody's going to smell like a rose, but you get out of it.
It may not last that long.
I don't see any way that it does.
There are numerous reports coming out of Chapel Hill that change is expected within weeks. And I don't know how you do that. I don't know. But, it's up to Bill. If Bill's done.
If Bill pulls the ripcord, that's one thing.
He exercises the buyout. He's got a $1 million buyout. He exercises the buyout, and he just steps away mid-season.
If he pulls the ripcord, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Bubba Cunningham is not letting Bill Belichick go. I've heard that, he's going to get fired. I will bet you anything you want. No, he will not.
I agree.
Because, you're committed to things here that I don't think people fully understand. Steve's the head coach in waiting. You're going to promote his kid? Really? Because you don't have a choice. We've seen this before. You'll wind up, there's no telling what his umbrella clause is. Because that's how they got him.
Who, Steve?
Steve's the DC.
Mm-hmm.
Steve's the head coach in waiting.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they got Bill here.
Mm-hmm.
Bill's got really good attorneys. And just, I don't know how many people know this, and sometimes I say things assuming people know them. If you're a person that has to negotiate contracts like this, I want you to think the level that Bill Belichick's on, and I want you to think of the level I'm on. I have a contract attorney, and he is evil.
Mm-hmm.
How good do you think Bill's are? How many steps do you think they had to put in this contract?
I'd be willing to bet that the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hills are better.
This is not. This is one of those things for you haven't been in contract negotiations like this. I don't give a damn how good your lawyers are. I have it in black and white ink of this is not going to happen. You signed it. If you do it, you're financially liable. And now that $1 million buyout turns into a $20 million lawsuit.
Unless
there's no unless.
Yes, unless that contract was agreed to behind closed doors.
That doesn't involve Bill. That involves the school. This is where Bill goes, oh, you did something illegal to hire me? Cool. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Mm-hmm.
I signed a contract that you gave me. I don't care if it was illegal. It doesn't mean anything to me. I can sue you. It's so funny when I hear people talk about legal things like this, of how often must you be getting, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the people that are reporting this. How often must you be getting screwed in contract things to think that they did something illegal and he's the one that's going to take the fall for it? Do you understand how law works? It's not my job to know that you did something legal.
That doesn't negate the contract, the fact that it was signed illegally.
If ESPN brings you a contract and says, this is your new contract, and you sign it, how are you the fall guy? If you have a lawyer that didn't go to a clown college, you will own that place if they try to void it based on something they did. That's why you have a contract. There's no other reason to do it. I read this, not this side. I saw the conspiracy theory of, Bill was hired illegally, so we could fire him for nothing.
Sure.
Try it. Try it and see how that goes. You will have a publicly funded institution that's paying out things that every booster will lose their mind over. Look, I love North Carolina. They've been very good to us. This is the best advice I can give you. You should let this go and let it play itself out. Because he'll walk away. I have zero doubt of that. He is miserable. And it's obvious.
Well, I mean, clearly.
It's super obvious. You let him kick in that $1 million buyout.
Mm-hmm.
Steve will follow him wherever he goes. Because I do think there's a better than zero chance he gets an NFL. I'll say interview. I'm not going to say job.
Yep.
This may have gone so bad that he becomes so toxic that you can't do it.
Right. You can also get out of that contract if he violates the clauses in it. And if one of the clauses was you have to run a clean program, I have NCAA violations piling up by the day. Because it's not just it's not just the sideline passes that was given to the family.
And that was done by an assistant on his staff.
Which he was suspended for.
Mm-hmm. He was suspended. I took my action. Try to fire me for that.
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice that coaches don't get fired for these things? Unless I'm just obsessed with firing you.
Precisely.
They
better be obsessed with firing him.
I as the one of the two of us that's dealt with way more contracts, Carolina, I don't give a damn how good your lawyers are. Let me say this as clearly as I can. If you push this, you will lose. If you sit back and let this season just be the lost cause that it is, you have a shot at getting out of this for $1 million. You lather up and do it all again. I know a lot of what they agreed to here. I may not know every clause. I may not know every stipulation, but I know a lot of what they agreed to. I use this term very often, and it's FAFO. North Carolina, you have FOD, and if you're not careful, you will FO.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 74-year-old man that's been in this business for 50-plus years. I promise you did not get one over on him. I promise you.
We shall see. North Carolina, they got a lot of lawyers. And they did beat the NCAA one time in a pretty open and shut case. So if there's a loophole to be found,
this is not
that law school will find it.
This is not open and shut. And if you think it's the law school that's doing it, you might have the professor emeritus doing it.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with the
you
school.
have every
chuck
lawyer
five
that has ever
you
played.
chuck 5 law school kids out there and watch how quick he eats them to pieces.
I'm not talking about law school kids.
Well, you said the law school.
Everyone who's ever been through that law school, if they're available, they're on this case.
There's another element of this you're not thinking about. If you screw over Bill Belichick in 5 games, who do you think will take this job?
Is there?
Yes. I know the question you're going to ask. Yes. Because, all right, I'll use the guy that finished as the runner-up for this job. If John Sumrall watches Bill Belichick get run out of town in 5 games, do you think he'll even take your call? Because I promise you the answer is no. We say this in the NFL all the time. I promise you it happens in college.
Mm-hmm.
If you start trying to get real cute, no, we're going to get Bill out of this, buddy, because he committed an NCAA violation. Every coach in America has committed an NCAA violation. I'll tell you a dirty little secret. The field passes thing that the cornerbacks coach got rung up on, I can out 3 schools for that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I know that? Because I was standing beside them.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't pay your way here. I know that for a fact. I know what that placard means. I don't know whose mom, dad, brother, sister, agent, uncle you are. I know what that color-coded tag means. I go to a lot of games. Don't push this. I cannot emphasize this enough.
You are in the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400 live from Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. We'll be back right after this.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub pack. A dozen wings, a pound of burger chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of side, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsabl.com or showtimesportsabl.com. That's mtngraphicsabl.com or showtimesportsabl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shop.
This is Kevin Whitney, General Manager of Coxe in Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksforhendersonville.com. It ain't about whether we're celebrating Friday Night Rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the fan fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park. It's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
This season, the Ingles Living the Dream Tour rides again, and this time we ride together. Thanks to fine partners like Melissa Sells, WBNC.com, the Sportsocracy has teamed up with Appalachian Motor Coach to ride with you in style to some of the best games around. Click on Living the Dream to TOO.com to see the schedule and pick your destination. You buy the ticket, we'll get you to the game. No worries about parking, and we have the food and drinks covered as well, with a special thanks to Bear Smokehouse Barbecue and Cultivated Cocktails. Live the dream with us. Living the Dream to TOO.com. I'm Kobe Wilson. I'm Kobe Wood. And where's the Chainsaw Brothers? Actually, they're cousins. A few days after the Lane moved in, Jolly had a couple beers. Peyton's power to come back on. And we heard so many people call him needing trees removed. He couldn't afford it. So I told my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help West North Carolina get back on their feet. With a 20-inch bearing license, we keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised. When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. Forget a running game and direct religion to cost. Wherever chainsaw meets, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family. Are you still covered up in storm damage and debris? Call us about our ladder runs at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're West North Carolina's calm. From the Ingles studio, WMXF 102, the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You catch the win $1,000. Stay on this nationwide keyword on our website. Win. That's win. Go to ESPNABO.com to play, and good luck.
Live from the Ingles studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
It is ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy, coming to you live from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville.
And we have friends.
It is a kickoff Thursday.
Like the whole sales department of iHeart Asheville sitting out here eating lunch out on the patio.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a team building experience.
That's right. That's right. It is.
We are uniters, not dividers.
We all rally around balls. The Bear Balls here at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue on the South Slope. Come on by and get you some.
And Tank, in the first hour, you started a thing.
I did.
And our first super chat came from Red Sea, and very simply it said, "Sing Creed, Tank."
The court is in session. The verdict is in. No appeal on the docket today, just my own sin.
When did Cher become the lead singer of Creed?
That's what Scott Stapp sounds like.
That sounded like Cher if she was imitating a Scott Stapp impersonator.
It's not good. He's not good. All right, so I sang Scott Stapp.
Bingo.
There we go.
Now, at this point, I don't know what you're going to do. We have another super chat from Gary Birch.
No, I'm not going to. I don't know that.
I figured it was going to be a what's that guy's name? The god-awful old singer that you like so much? Oh, I can't think of his name. I can see his face.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you talking about?
It'll come to me.
Okay. Interesting. Anyhow. Making easy money with a wink and a smile.
Gary Birch. Cash rules everything around me. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, we have some sizable expenditures coming up, so we're here for it.
We do indeed. Money from the money tree.
I have come to realize those are the only two he knows the words to.
I can't remember the other.
Eamon Report. Get ready for interim head coach hillbilly hand fishing Freddie Kitchens. That's the other problem here is who do you turn the program over to? All right, let's just say, first of all, I can give you about 20 examples of Jeremy Pruitt not being the least of which. You can have a guy dead to rights.
Mm-hmm.
You better have all your ducks in a row before you fire him
Mm-hmm.
because what you have has to be what you have, not what you're going to have. You can suspend him if that's what you want to do, and then this hangs over the program for 10 years. Don't do that. Let him walk away. And I can't emphasize this enough. I know the 4 people that it could potentially be handed to. It's not like it's going to get better.
He walks away. They have to hand it to Steve.
I believe Steve would get himself out of that, honestly.
Steve would be like, "You don't want my daddy. I'm gone."
And he'd lick his lips profusely, weirdly, with his mullet blowing in the breeze.
Ugh. Gross. Hillbilly hand fishing. I mean,
Out.
It can't be much worse.
It's not going to be any better.
No, I don't care. It can't be much worse. And at least at this point, you get to play, PR mop up instead of dealing with new dumpster fires every week.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: that ship's already sailed. Anything that's going to come out of the Bill Belichick era is already there. I mean, it's already happening. I mean, you didn't even say to me what is the most damning thing of Bill, which is during the bye week, the assistant coaches couldn't even get a hold of him. Like, they were calling Bill going, "Hey, what do you want us doing this week?" He just ghosted them.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me he's done.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm so emphatic of, don't push this. Don't let this be a legal battle that hangs over this program for 10 years.
If the meetings have already been had, which there's talk that those meetings have been had, of this is our exit strategy. And maybe that's what the exit strategy is. We just need to sit back and let Bill get more tired of this.
that's
Because it's the only thing that anybody's ever talking about.
It's the only exit strategy. Just understand how many of these things are still being legislated. Listen to Tennessee radio for any extended period of time and see how often they bring up Jeremy Pruitt. Because it's still happening, and they had him more dead to rights than Carolina has Bill.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
they had everything they needed, and it's still happening.
What's still happening?
Litigation with Jeremy Pruitt.
Oh, right.
Which is why the last time I checked, he's coaching a high school.
You let Bill exercise the option, exercise the $1 million buyout, and it all goes away.
You get $1 million back, and it's all done.
Yeah. You may have wasted a lot of money in this. You may have wasted a lot of time in this. But then you got to figure out the next steps.
Well, I mean, and the bad thing is that the program's going to get completely gutted.
It's already gutted.
So Demon June, Josh Phipps, Gio Lopez, all those guys are gone.
And everybody's just like happy trails.
Demon June that's a substantial loss. Josh Phipps would be a substantial loss. Bo Atkinson was the biggest one, and I'll be honest with you, that's the day that I messed this up. When I saw he transferred out of the program, I should have gone, but why? Why would somebody transfer away from a 6-time Super Bowl winning head coach? Not even including what he did as a coordinator.
Well, there's no telling. I mean, some of the stories that are being told about his interactions or lack thereof with players it's damn near dereliction of duty.
There was an unnamed parent that basically went scorched earth on the entire administration with Yahoo.
Yes.
Because that was the story I read. Because it had what I thought was everything, and then you threw something out there that I didn't know.
It's never ending.
It's insane how many issues have come out of one guy.
He completely divided the locker room. He would only talk to his guys. That's what's being said. And I can't tell you any different because I've heard accounts and they're all the same. They all track exactly the same. And you can't have that.
It's a disaster for a program that in this age, look, Carolina's seen the writing on the wall. That's the reason Bill Belichick's here.
Exactly.
Now, I think a lot of people are going to go down this rabbit hole of, well, Carolina should have known better. They should have done this, that, and the other thing. Here's what I don't think people understand. This is a basketball school that is looking around going, a basketball school cannot survive in this current climate. Look how many teams were top 4 seeds in last year's tournament that are football schools. There's a reason for that. Because if you've got football money, it can pay for everything else. And Carolina took a swing because John Sumrall would, at the end of the day, been just a lather, rinse, repeat of Larry Fedora. And they know none of those things are going to make you a football school. You have to invest the money, and you have to think outside the box. Now, this one blew up in your face. There's another way to look at it. It blew up in your face.
Yes.
But I'm not going to lie to you. I don't blame the Carolina administration for this.
Oh, I do.
What would have been better? See, that line is what gets on my nerves of, okay, what would have been better?
Anything. You could have brought John Sumrall in.
And you'd have been the same program you've been for 30 years, which is largely irrelevant. It's the truth.
It's better than being nothing. It's better than being a laughing stock.
Look at the bank balances and tell me that, because they're very discrepant now than they were a year ago. Now, that might go away. It would have never appeared with John Sumrall. It would have never appeared with any of the other names that I heard. I don't think people get that college football at this point is 110% a money game. Bill Belichick raised money that nobody else could have. Look, I said that poorly. Bill Belichick raised money that nobody else that would accept the Carolina job would have. I don't blame you for the swing. And every time I say this, people go, well, we could have just done X. And it would have been the same thing that it's been for 30 years. You're irrelevant in the space. Look at what's happening in this conference. Louisville is printing money. Miami is printing money. So is Florida State. That's why Clemson's get left behind, because they're not. You have 5. Georgia Tech has boosters now that they have never had in football. And Carolina looked around and went, we're going to get left behind if we keep doing the same thing. And I'll go ahead and tell you, the next hire will not be as inside the box as you want it to be. They'll take another swing again because they are fighting for their lives. The ACC is it's a boat with a hole in it, just like the Big 12 is. I went to a Big 12 school. I'm a fan of an ACC school. I'm a booster of an ACC school. Trust me, I know what these conversations are. We have to get out of this. And that's what Carolina's trying to do. If this had worked, Carolina would have become as appealing as Florida State, Miami, because they're way more prestigious academically. And it would have been alluring to the Big Ten. Now, I'm not going to say you've sunk that ship, but you have definitely damaged it. The ship doesn't exist with John Sumrall. It doesn't exist with the coach at Southern Miss or the coach at I'm trying to think of the random schools that I saw mentioned. A former defensive coordinator from NC State. That's not doing it. And you're going to see it in this upcoming cycle because there's going to be big jobs that come open. And this idea that, well, we're just going to go get the offensive coordinator from Ohio State. Cool. Enjoy mediocrity because that's not inciting the fan base.
No, what you've definitely incited the fan base now. They are definitely incited.
Well, and now that's to me
the
that's
point the point where they're ready to riot.
Well, I mean, now that's in theory an interesting part of what happens next. Do the big money donors go, okay, we got excited for Bill. I've been to Keenan no less than 24 times. I have never seen it like I saw it with you and I on the field against TCU.
For 10 minutes. It was awesome.
It was way before that. Because there were tailgating lots that were full. It was tougher to get a parking pass than it's ever been before.
No doubt.
There was hype around that program. Now, here's my question. Do the boosters see that hype and go, we're willing to give the money to keep that hype, or do they roll over and die? I don't know. Carolina is more of a wine and cheese crowd. I've never been in the middle of that. I know what happened at Florida State. When Willie Taggart ran us into the ground, every big money booster, including about 6 of them that live in the city we're sitting in right now, opened up the checkbook and said, I don't want to live like this anymore. This is awful. I'm flying planes into Tallahassee, Florida, every single Saturday to watch our team get their brains busted out. I don't want to do that. And they went and got Mike Norvell, and they funded the collective. Now they have a top 10 collective in the country. Carolina has access to do that. The question is, do they? And I'm not going to lie, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know who they won't do it for.
We've got another super chat.
I'm gonna read this one as just simply because I know the song Gary Birch is. I feel angry. I feel helpless. Want to change the world? Yeah. I feel violent. I feel alone. Don't try and change my mind.
Very good. Very good.
I like singing.
Walken.
I like singing songs as Christopher Walken. It makes me really happy.
That's not singing, though.
It's as good as I can do.
That's speeching. I speeched that song quite nicely.
Yes, but my speech is very melodic. Sounds like I'm singing when I'm just talking.
Sir Jimothy with another super chat. He says, "Who would have bet that Dion would be a better NCAA coach than Bill Belichick?" I'm not saying Dion is good, but doing better than Bill. Or is Bill sandbagging?
I don't think Bill's sandbagging. I think Bill was so desperate to get another job. The best way I can equate Bill, this is the guy that goes through the horrible divorce. And as I say this, there's going to be a name that goes into every head that can hear my voice. Guy's been married for 2 decades. She cheats. He's broken to pieces. And then I have to get my life back together.
Right.
And that's when you wind up with the girl with a dagger tattoo that works at the Treasure Club that ruins your life. And I'm not saying that's what Carolina is. I'm saying Bill looked through every red flag here. You will hire me, so I'm interested. And then you tie it back to his dad, and you tie it back to the fact that he had childhood memories of North Carolina. And he went, this could work. And he just blew through every stop sign of everything I hated about the NFL is tenfold in college football. The Hulu documentary Pulling. You know what that tells me? He's not giving them anything. If you're just think about the mental composition here. If you're Hulu and you have had cameras in that building or you have an agreement to put cameras in that building, why would you stop? This would be one of the greatest train wreck documentaries you've ever seen. And from what I understand, Hulu pulled out, not Carolina.
Well, according to all of the reports that I read the other day or yesterday, was that Hulu has never officially said they're doing this thing. Bill said Hulu's doing a documentary, and there was a production crew that is not Hulu's production crew. It's just a production crew, a film company.
Which is common.
That has been brought in to do all of this. to do all of the filming and the taping and all of that stuff. School's not paying for it. If Hulu's not paying for it, if they were paying for it, why wouldn't they have this, hey, we're going to do this documentary?
But if you have you have the access to this story, that's this big a story in college football, I know what this would cost.
Mm-hmm.
You'd make your money back tenfold.
Possibly.
So why would Hulu? And I have it on good authority.
Well,
Source with inside the program told me it was Hulu that pulled out, not us.
Maybe so. Maybe that is true.
Why would you do that unless Bill has gone, I'm going to be Bill Belichick? You're not going to be in every room. You're not going to see what you want.
Well,
because he knows you're going to see things that are going to be really damning to me.
He might have put you in every room to begin with, and then as it didn't work, he went old school Bill, and went, I'm back and we're closing off the meetings, we're closing off the access, we're doing all these things.
We're on to Georgia Tech.
My other thought was, there was the HBO Hard Knocks thing. And
Jordan was the impediment there.
Precisely. So what if Jordan was also an impediment with Hulu?
She was not involved in that.
And the only way that they would do it,
from what I was told, she was not involved in the negotiation of
is
Hulu
if they controlled it. Right.
And now that could
Bill Belichick Productions controlled it. Bill Belichick Productions paid for the crew to come in. Bill Belichick Productions saw how bad this was going, and Bill Belichick Productions went, maybe we're done. Maybe we don't want to do this. Maybe Bill knows it's so bad that he's going to exercise his option in the next 2 weeks, as has been reported by insiders close to the program.
I have an insider that's very close inside the program.
Mm-hmm.
And the response I got was, no way.
No way. Just saying. Maybe it got so bad that Bill just went, I'm done. I don't want this footage ever coming out.
You know what this reminds me of? And this is going to be it's a bit of a crude comparison.
Okay.
This reminds me of when Steve Spurrier went to the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
You wanted this. He had wanted it for years. It was the worst kept secret in the world that Steve wanted to go to the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got to the NFL, and he found out he couldn't play golf every day. And he went, this is awful. I hate every bit of this. And that's when you got the, 5-11, not too good. Because he didn't care. Then he goes to South Carolina. He gets to work his schedule again, and it worked, I'll say, to a point. I think he made South Carolina relevant, which they hadn't been.
Mm-hmm.
Lou Holtz probably had something to do with that. But, I mean, the success they've had, I think you can tie it back to Lou and the Spurrier putting the groundwork of, you got to spend the money or there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what happened with Bill here in reverse. He was used to an NFL schedule of I'm in the office at 5 a.m. and I'm grinding out till 10 p.m. Then he gets to college, and they don't work like that. You got guys out recruiting. You're having to deal with 17-year-old kids. And I kind of think it happened the same way in reverse. Be careful what you ask for. You might get it.
Right.
We have one more super chat. It's from Eamon Report.
Making easy money.
I love that he keeps just deferring to that one.
Carolina
Carolina is looking to dump him for cause. You get nothing. Good day, sir. With cause is going to be difficult. With cause makes this a 5 to 10 year prolonged issue. And they're a public institution, so you can't hide it.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot emphasize this enough. Let him kick in the buyout and be done with this.
That would be...
You'll become Northwestern quicker than you want to. Put it that way. You start having to fund lawyers and different things like that to fight this fight, and the Bill Belichick that I know is not going to roll over and die.
Unless he already has. And that is the thing that we don't know.
And that's why I keep going, let him kick in the buyout.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to be done, let him be done, but he's done of his own hand.
Right. It is the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400, live from Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. It is the kickoff of Week 6 in the NFL. We got the Eagles and the Giants on the tube tonight down here, and on the big screen as well, out on the patio. The fire's lit. It's going to be, it's going to be a nice night to have a light jacket on, have you a nice little beverage, maybe an old fashioned or something like that. Sit out by the fire and enjoy the game.
I believe we're going to do that at about 3 o'clock.
Oh, I can't wait. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue. It is the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy. We'll be back right here on ESPN Asheville.
The Sportsocracy.
And we are back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It's 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. I think it just grossed every girl out in the backyard, the back alley bar here.
Yeah, Tank, you have a way with women that
I do.
God bless your wife.
Look,
hey, we have a big group of women. Let me say this super gross thing so they all just dissipate.
They're just all gonna.
I feel like that was
so
the
much.
living embodiment of Tank's high school experience.
Hey, look, you were looking for random facts about football teams, and look, not every fan base hangs their tattoos on the wall. Just
it's
throwing that out there.
That's a thing you did.
That was one of those good old good ones from the weird news a few weeks back. Yeah.
Oh, we have an evil super chat, and I love it.
No,
we have an evil super chat.
Okay.
It's from Red Sea. It says Tank needs to sing Rocky Top now. He super chatted it. You had to do it. It's the best thing I've ever seen. I love it so much. I'm the only one that knows how to load sounds into the board, and I'm never doing it.
Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Okay, that's good.
Cousin Dolly would be very.
I know she wouldn't be happy, but hey, at least she's alive, right? We dodged a bullet on that one, gang. Dolly Parton has come out and officially said she's not dying, so we're all good on that. It's only kidney stones.
Those are not pleasant.
No.
I mean, I've never had one. Shockingly enough, the guy that lived on Camel menthols and Monster energy drinks.
I mean, look,
domestic lights. I've never had a kidney stone.
I hate to be the one to criticize, an older lady. But I will say this. If you happen to have a very famous sister who may be just the apple of the eye of, 78% of all humans on the planet, you may not want to put cryptic stuff on your Facebook page about we really need prayers for Dolly right now, because everybody's on edge, okay? We've been through some traumatic stuff in the last year here, and losing Dolly Parton's not one of those things that I'm ready to handle, okay? I'm not just saying that because we are distantly related. I am just saying it because it is we've been through a lot, and I can't take that right now.
This is also a good time for me to explain that 100% of stats that involve the number 78 from this show are made up.
Indeed.
If you hear 78%, we made it up.
Totally.
Because that is our patented. I have rubbed that off on Tank. Because now he does it. And I'm like, that's not the real stat.
Nope.
We have another super chat.
I would actually think it would be much higher than 78%, but,
it's from Red Sea, who said, do it again. Not good enough. We need at least 30 seconds. I don't know that
I don't
he
even
knows
know all those words.
I don't know that he knows 30 seconds of Rocky Top.
Something down on Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills.
So now you sound like
ain't no smoggy smoke on Rocky Top. Ain't no telephone bills.
Rocky Top.
You'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top.
Woo!
Rocky Top, Tennessee. Okay.
There we go.
That's You're welcome. I'm breaking that number one rule you're not supposed to do. They tell you in broadcasting school, no singing on the radio, especially if you can't sing. However, I think it's funnier.
Tank, we break a lot of rules in radio, and sometime in the very not so distant future, we're going to have a groundbreaking, industry-shifting announcement.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're doing fine. I think we're doing just fine.
Did you get the you get nothing, you lose? Good day, sir?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Okay, so that was the last super chat. Let's do it again.
Putting in work said he's crying, laughing at his desk, and his entire office is looking at him like he's lost his mind.
So you should have us on the loudspeaker.
Dude,
everybody else.
Bill Workman sent me a mid-season prospect ranking list that I think had 2,000 players on it.
Wow.
Bill is built different.
He's putting in that work.
And with some changing of the tides that's coming soon, Bill will be an even more integral part of this show.
Indeed.
Coming up very, very soon. Red Sea said Sportsocracy. Threadbare Thursday, no. Sportsocracy Karaoke Thursday.
Yes. Yes. It is a Threadbare Thursday.
That is
so you
fantastic.
throw those into the chat. Don't say that word too loud. They might start making you do karaoke over here on Thursday nights.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I'll set it up and let.
Oh God!
I'll let Caterwauling come out.
Shh. That's how they do. You tell the boss you want to do extra stuff. And they'll be like, okay, do extra stuff.
Tankaroki.
And do Tankaroki.
Bingo. Tankaroki is my new. We're turning that into a segment.
Yeah.
Every time Tank loses a bet to me, like he did with Kansas City and Jacksonville, I have such an evil idea.
No, good Lord.
Oh, I want to put you in the fat booby suit and make you sing Jolene on a street corner in Asheville in a Dolly Parton wig.
Fat booby suit.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good that it now must be done.
You're in the Sportsocracy.
And just wait about I'll say 35 days. There's another spot that would be so much worse, and I know it so well. Oh, it's so good. There's so many things going through my brain. I know it's so good.
It's ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. You in the mood for a good lunch? Come on down to Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue. It is the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy. We shall return right here on ESPN Asheville. Or not. Oh, dear. We may just... There we go. And go to break.
ESPN Asheville.
Professional.
on the weird scale. There's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
And we are back on ESPN Asheville. It is the Sportsocracy live from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue.
We may just never
Asheville.
leave. Frankly, I think this is
That's a thought. It is certainly a thought. Things are going well. We've got some food on the way, thanks to our wonderful friend Megan, who always takes great care of us down
For
here
sure.
at Smokehouse Barbecue, and they will take care of you as well. 135 Coxe Avenue. We are on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. It is a very beautiful day. 65 degrees. Not really a breeze going. All sunny and nice.
This is
think
prime Jeremy weather. Everybody else is like, oh, it's starting to get cold. I have to have a sweater. No, this is the first time I've been comfortable in 8 months. And it doesn't last long because it goes to, damn, it's cold, like quick.
That it does. All right. You said you got a weird one for today's program?
I have a few.
Is that an understatement?
Well,
is weird an understatement for the
my story is about Stranger Things.
The TV show?
Have you ever watched this?
No. Well, I mean, I watched the first episode and a half, and there was a kid stuck inside the wall or something, and I went, this is dumb.
I don't know what it's about. I don't do sci-fi nonsense.
I think it's supposed to be like a cross between an alien and a horror movie.
Yeah, I like horror movies. Aliens, I'm Seacrest out.
Right.
Okay, if it can't really happen, I'm out. And I don't care how many people sit up in front of Congress and say, I know that there's been alien activity. That probably means that there's some amoeba out there that they found that moved on the – okay, you show me a little green man or shut the hell up. Okay, we've done this for long enough. You either bring me a living, talking, breathing alien or I don't want to hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the final season of Stranger Things.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't care when I found the story, and I really don't particularly care now.
No.
So it returns for its final season starting November 26th, which is the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
The series finale will be released on December 31st. How much do you think they spent on the finale of Stranger Things?
Oh.
Now, I'm going to give you a point of reference.
Okay.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes.
The final season of Game of Thrones cost $90 million.
Then I'm going to get...
That's a point of reference for just one episode.
Right. Okay. So I will say that it was less than $90 million.
It is less than $90 million, yes.
But I'll say it's like half. So like $45 million on that one episode.
You know my little games all too well. $60 million.
Whoa!
They spent on the finale of a show that I, 5 years in, could not even tell you what it's about.
No.
But for what? One of the great things that's always confused me, how does Netflix make money?
Not sure.
Because
I mean,
I know what I pay.
Is enough.
I know what I pay, and I think like 43 people have my Netflix password. So, I mean, I am holding up no less than 20 households for Netflix, and they get like $40 from me a month. I'm not a math magician by any stretch of the imagination, but you got to have a whole mess of credit cards to get to $60 million.
Yes, you do.
They don't have ads. They spent $1 gajillion for WWE. Where is all this money coming from?
Don't have a good answer for that. China. It's probably China. No, we'd have taken them out by now. We'd have defunded Netflix by now.
We don't mess with that anymore.
Nope, we do not. My first thought was, who's making this show? NASA? But nope, not right now.
Nope, not now. You know who's not making it? The government.
That's a fact.
I just want to state for the record, the government's been shut down for 2 weeks. Not one thing in my life has changed. not a single thing.
I would say consider yourself fortunate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're married to a woman that works for the government. Your story is a lot different than mine.
Yeah. It's been a fun game of, hey, is that paycheck coming through next week? Because we're not really.
Oh, and trust me, I feel for all the employees.
Mm-hmm.
I do look at.
There's also that little thing of I'm getting ready to fly to New York City on Sunday, and there's apparently no air traffic controllers. Like, they just want to go,
nope.
No, you're not going to pay me, so I'm not going to show up to work.
Nope. And Bill Workman's got it right.
Sweet.
If the government shuts down, we should not have to pay taxes during that time.
Bingo.
And I agree. And when I run for president, that will be something that I run on.
That's right. Taxation is theft.
You know, the other thing I'm going to run on, 20% of you are lunatics, and I don't want you to vote for me. The other 80% are what I'm looking for. I like to call those the silent majority.
Oh, we've got another.
You put those bad boys on whatever side you want to. Whichever one makes you feel better. I don't care.
We got another super chat from Red Sea.
Oh, boy, that's a lot of words.
It says, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Robert Tankerous, Hurricane, Fat Baby, Mr. Mushable Face, Nathaniel Tankeroki, Spencer Fourth the Junior.
Spencer the Fourth Junior.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. I love how we're just trailing this thing.
Megan just brought me a gigantic potato. I see it.
Oh, the super spud.
I see it. It's going to get worked on.
Yeah. Anything that anything that your heart desires here, whether it be just a giant potato, or a nice little bed of tater tots, or a plate full of fries, or a salad, or whatever. You can get any of those things with a concoction of the greatest meat in town here at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue.
Tank, I've just and you're right. All of the food here at Bear's is fantastic. Yes. I'm going to annihilate this spud, and you're probably on the YouTube going to get to see at least part of it. I just realized I have there's a weird thing about me that I've never told you. When I give people a nickname, it sticks for life.
Okay.
I went to high school with a guy that I had a few domestic lights one time, and I called him Verbal. To this day, I still have people say, "Have you talked to Verbal recently?"
Okay.
I have just realized, thanks to Gary Birch, great contribution to the show, that I, from here on out, will be referring to you as Tank LTP Spencer.
LTP?
You are short and stout, so you are Tank Little Teapot Spencer. And I will never call you anything else.
The little
I'm changing your contact in my phone to LTP in the next break. And it's my favorite thing I've ever. Oh, okay. Gary, you win the day. You didn't even mean to win the day, and you win the day.
Okay. All right. We got another super chat from Sir Jimothy.
Well, sing it, LTP.
Making easy money with a wink and a smile. He says, "Tell Megan and Amy that he'll bring his wife down one Thursday afternoon or one Thursday soon."
Yes,
okay, awesome.
We're apparently planning a whole hootenanny for the Thursday after Thanksgiving for Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun.
I need you to lose a wager before that so I can put you in a little teapot costume and have you sing out in front.
I don't like where any of this is.
I love it, and that tells me that I love it that much.
That I love it that much more.
It's always good when I love it and you don't. That means it's gold, Jerry. It's gold.
It is a kickoff of the NFL week here in the Sportsocracy as we are hanging out down at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. We will be hanging out for the game this evening, so don't forget to come on by the back alley bar after work, have a beverage, we'll hang out, talk some football. Maybe I'll sing some more songs, but I only sing for drinks. So the gauntlet has been laid down.
This is also a good time to say that the YouTube stream that we are doing right now at 3:01 we'll switch to a members only, and we'll have like 30 minutes of uncensored fun.
Okay.
Live here from the Bear Smokehouse.
Okay.
So if you're not a member and your excuse was, iPhone doesn't allow me to do memberships. Well, now they do. So come on down.
God, you love that.
Oh, that dude's Justin Danger Nunley. That's the
Nunley.
funniest dude in the world. I think that dude is hilarious. I want to get him on the show.
I'm sure we could probably make that.
I want to get him and what's the South Carolina guy's name?
The South Carolina.
The guy that does all those Instagram reels where he's wearing like old Marlboro T-shirts and he's talking about South Carolina football and bringing back the
what's
fullback.
his name? Orly Kennedy.
That one.
Yeah.
I want to get them on the same live stream for South Carolina, Alabama.
That'd be fun. We'll see if we can't swing that, make that work.
I think that would be the one time that I would ever just shut up and let those you two go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll chime in when I'm needed.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. What's sticking out to you today as you're preparing for the new week of football?
Well, we got. I'm putting some miles underneath these wheels for this weekend.
Yep.
Georgia Tech,
Ingles,
Jacksonville,
the Dream Tour.
Back to Atlanta for Buffalo, Atlanta. This is a good time for a programming note. We will not be on ESPN Radio Asheville this Monday. That will be a Jeremy exclusive live from his swanky ass Airbnb that I just bought.
Nice.
I'm literally can see the Benz Dome in a place that for sure was decorated by not a dude. It looks very comfortable, and I'm super excited about it.
Okay, all right. He will be wrapping up the week with a solo show on Monday.
Then I will be in Greenville for Tuesday for Power Rankings Tuesday. We will be on ESPN for that one and on the YouTube. And then it'll be time for a Womack Wednesday and a Jeremy Night.
Yes.
Because I've slept about 6 hours in 4 days, and I'm thinking the next 4 days are going to be envious of the previous 4.
Okay. All right. Very good. I will be heading up to New York City on early Sunday morning.
Skyscrapers.
Who knows? Who knows what kind of foolishness Mark Starling and I will be able to get into with a full day in New York. Of course, though, we'll land. So we're leaving Charlotte like super early, and I think we land in New York at 8-something in the morning. Will we even make it to the hotel by noon? From what I've been told about New York traffic, that ain't fun.
It can be not fun. After the show
early on a Sunday morning won't be bad.
After the show, you'll have to show me where you're staying, and I can try to use my New York expertise to your benefit.
I would love to know the answer to that myself.
Gene Austin, by the way, said Orly Kennedy's his stage name is the Cornbread Cowboy.
The Cornbread Cowboy.
We appreciate Gene Austin for all of the things he has done to make this show a thing.
Okay. All right. I've heard that before. Cornbread Cowboy.
He is very funny.
All I know is he's the guy that does all the old guy skits, right?
No,
like the old. Yeah, he does like the old ball coach stuff. He's got the big belly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I always see the ones about.
Always wears like a Dale Jr. shirt.
There are a few of those.
Yeah.
A few Marlboros, a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
I always see the ones talking
Dale
about
Jr.,
bringing
Dale
back
Sr.
the fullback and picking up somebody's mom that was a waitress at Kitty's Beer Palace or something like that.
Kitty's Beer Palace.
Those are always hilarious.
Okay. Oh, it's still blowing my mind that we're at this point, and people are not getting it. People are not getting it that Baker Mayfield, he is your 2025 MVP of the NFL.
At the quarter pole, yes.
That's the guy.
You ever seen that?
I don't even know that it's close with anybody else at this point.
Oh, no, it's close. Because Daniel Jones is nipping on his heels. And I'll be honest with you, I think if I had to vote right now, I'd probably vote for Daniel Jones solely because of where you started to where you got and your supporting cast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Daniel Jones is on pace to have the highest QBR in NFL history. Now, that says nothing forward.
Exactly.
If I was betting it with odds, I would take Baker Mayfield right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, and I cannot caution you this enough, Baker loves to throw out one of those grumpers when everybody's singing his praises. And you got some possibilities for that coming up.
I was going to say, the Lions are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We got the 49ers this week. The Bills, of course, that's down the line. You get to that point in the season, if we're still one-loss team when we get to the Bills, they could beat us by 500 points, and I don't think I would care. Because, again, still the best season that we've had in a while.
Well, I mean, and there's I see Greg
Even
Cassell
before
on the
Tom.
screen right now talking about Baker and how he's crediting his success to being himself, and
Yep.
that's fine. You do have that Brett Favre mentality of I can make plays that nobody else can. It's been a very good start.
Yes.
This is one of the times that I'm going to act like you and go, I got a whole depth of personality here. And I say the same thing with Daniel Jones. I say the same thing with Sam Darnold. But right now, if I was voting for MVP, that's my 1, 2, and 3.
Right. He said one very important thing in the interview that you're talking about to me. And the one thing that he said was immature. That was when he was immature. All that stuff that we bash him for, the flag and the grabbing his genitals on the sideline and all that kind of stuff. All of that was he's chalking up to back when I was more immature.
If he wants me to buy the immature thing, you should really stop as an NFL quarterback barking at guys that can't touch you.
Oh, no.
I'll be honest with you. If he stopped doing that, I'm not sure I couldn't get to a point
You're
where
talking
I
about
liked
the interaction with the Seahawks fan?
The Seahawks fan, I don't so much care because I'm in enough stadiums to know that there are fans that say vile stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So if you bark back at a fan, that's fine.
Well,
I'm talking about getting in the face of Quinion Mitchell, who can't breathe on you. Okay, sit down and shut up. I got into an argument with somebody at the Village Porch the other night about that sliding quarterback thing of, a guy hit Tua while he was sliding.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, stop doing the little stutter step and spin out of it. I'll let him. The second that you lower your eyes, you're a defenseless quarterback.
Right.
But if you keep doing that, I don't care if they hit you while you're on the ground.
No doubt.
Because you're just doing your job. Baker Mayfield, you keep getting in guys' faces. When one of them just boops you on the nose, I apologize. You're going to catch the flag too. That's going to be offsetting because you instigated this.
Right.
If he would stop that, I'm fine. That's the most annoying Napoleon complex short man syndrome thing I've ever seen. And it drives me bonkers. Almost as much as Pat Mahomes looking for a flag every time somebody breathes in his direction.
Well, he learned from the greatest, Tom Brady. I mean, you get that. What's the word I'm looking for? Deferential treatment. We're always going to nod to him. And now Patrick Mahomes is him. And he gets all the calls. Until maybe he doesn't at some point. It is the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We got one more hour to go on the show. Many more hours to go down here at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. It is a Thursday night football kickoff here on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville.
Live from the Ingles studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy.
The Sportsocracy. I think that's what we should call our fast food segment.
Yes, now when we have a new food draft to do, we'll call that the Sportsocracy. It's the Sportsocracy here on ESPN Asheville, live at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, downtown Asheville, 135 Coxe Avenue. It is the home of the greatest food on the planet.
I inhaled half a potato
Which
in the break.
scares me because that's at least an 8-pound potato.
Yep.
And I'm staring at it like you hurt its feeling.
Yep. Built different tank. And we came up with a fat kid solution of what if Bears made a brisket chili and put it in a tater bowl? And how many of those could I cram in my face in one sitting?
Because
I think it's a lot.
The super spud down here at Bears
so
is
good.
I mean, I don't want to speak for their buyer or anything, but I'm pretty sure that those potatoes I came from some kind of radioactive mine in Idaho or
They
something.
taste awesome.
They're ginormous.
It's the biggest state I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I love it. And it makes a great lunch.
Yep.
And Tank's being healthy, eating a salad, and I'm just looking at it going,
I did. I got my Mama Bear salad with the chicken on top. So good. It's one of those salads that's got the little cranberries in it and the candied pecans.
and he even brought a special salt shaker in his purse.
Oh,
shoot.
Look at that. I hate you. I don't even know why I hang out with you.
Well,
I don't know why you're here hanging out with us, but it is the Sportsocracy, your daily dose of dumbassery. And it's daily draft time. Start out the last hour of the program here with the daily draft, today's daily draft. Let's go to the world of college football as, we've reached the halfway point of the season. There are some teams that you can believe in, some teams that you can't believe in. This draft, we're going to go teams that are in the college football playoff right now that you don't believe in, or teams that are outside the field at the moment that you do believe in that could make the field.
I'll take the first pick.
Okay.
I don't believe in Georgia as far as I can throw them.
Okay.
Gooner is not nearly, and yes, that's what I'm calling it from now on.
Gooner.
Gooner doesn't really give me a whole lot of gumption. You should have 2 losses. Oh, by the way, you still play Ole Miss. You still play Texas, that I do not think is the pushover that they look, because I do think Arch Manning's going to end up sitting on his keister before it's all said and done, and you play Georgia Tech.
But even if they sat him, do we know that there's any option better?
Can it be worse?
Yes.
How? I don't think Georgia's going to let Gooner come play for them. If you're telling me they have a living, breathing quarterback, it's better than Arch Manning.
Didn't we say that about Quinn Ewers at times last year, though?
Yeah, and guess what? You know what? That served not true under any circumstances. I struggle to believe that there's not anybody that can – I don't even need you to be good. I need you to be a serviceable quarterback. Arch Manning can't do the most basic tenets of playing the quarterback position. He can't read a defense. He defaults to running the ball. He doesn't take care of the ball. Anything else. I do not believe in Georgia because I don't think your offense is any good. And if you were already sitting on 2 losses, had Josh Heupel figured out how a clock works, I'd already say you were out.
Yep.
If they had lost Tennessee, you're out. Because I don't see any path that you're not going to lose one of those 3 games, probably to Ole Miss. You're not getting in with 3 wins, and you're not getting into the SEC championship with 3 losses, especially with 2 in the conference. Now, you're only sitting on 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to lose to Ole Miss, and there's a good chance you're going to lose to Georgia Tech. Because Georgia Tech can just run it down your throat if Haynes King doesn't fall into dust first because they ask him to do things that no quarterback should be asked to do.
Right.
My first selection is your Georgia Bulldogs.
Okay. Well, sure. I can't say that I argue with anything that you said there because as I've watched this team throughout the year,
they don't look like a playoff team.
No, they don't. They don't look close to the team that they were when they won 2 national championships. The defense scares the crap out of me, and
it doesn't look like a Kirby defense.
No, it doesn't. You know what it looks like? It looks like a Todd Bowles defense.
You know what should scare everybody in America? The last time I said this about a Georgia defense, 2 years later when they all matured, they were maybe the best defense I've ever seen.
Right.
And I'm not telling you that's not going to happen. It very well could.
We know there's talent there. We know that every dude that is on that team, whether he's number 1 or he's number 93 or however far that goes these days, they've got talent. The question is obviously finding the right guys to put on the field, and you're going to have to find some way to get some pressure.
Which they don't.
Because I don't know that they have. The Jets are the first team in the history of professional football to go 5 weeks without a touchdown. And I think maybe the Georgia Bulldogs are the first team to go 5 games in college football and not have a sack. Because it feels like that.
Turnover.
Or turnover, excuse me.
I was about to say they have several touchdowns.
Sorry. A turnover.
That's why Jet fans keep arguing with me. Justin Fields is not the problem. No, he's not the problem. He's a big part of it, though.
Right. No forced turnovers. That's what it was. Huh. All right. Well, you took the Georgia Bulldogs.
And I'm just going to forewarn you, there's 2 that are still on the board. And if you don't take them, I could take the Teletubbies, the Wiggles, and this show and still beat you. One is in and one is out.
Okay. Well, the first one that came to my mind as I looked here was one that is out that I'm not real sure that they're not going to get in at some point, and it's Memphis.
That is a wild first pick.
Is it?
And I love Memphis.
Because who else do you believe in? That's down on that list.
Now I need you to remember.
Yep.
And I know you remember it, but I want to restate this.
Mm-hmm.
This is not that I think you can cause havoc when you get there.
No.
It's who do I believe in getting there?
Yes.
What's his name? Brandon Walker. He did a whole social media thing about don't speak until you see a team that's not going to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't speak until you see a team that you believe can still get in. And it just got my brain working, and I've got 3 that I cannot stop staring at.
I mean, is there a whole big path for Memphis not to make it? Because I don't know that there is. They're undefeated right now, and I don't know that they're going to face a team that they can't beat.
USF. It's a play-in game.
You think USF?
USF and Memphis is a play-in game to the college football playoff. Do you know who they play outside of USF?
Tulsa.
UAB. No, they've already beat Tulsa 45-7.
Uh-huh.
They play UAB, Rice, Tulane, Navy, and East Carolina.
Yeah.
They will dog walk every team I just said, save Tulane by 3 scores.
Which is why I feel like they're the safest pick.
If that USF game's in Memphis, we don't even have a definitive date on it yet. If it's a date that I can get to, I will get there.
Mm-hmm.
I love Memphis.
I was going to say Liberty Bowl. The Liberty Bowl, I mean, I'm sure it may have changed over the last 20 years. Not one of the greatest places to watch a football game. However, it's one of the funnest cities.
Oh, I love Memphis.
Memphis is a lot of fun. Just stay on the beaten path.
You can say that about every city in America.
No doubt about it.
That one probably more so than any other city in America. But and then
let's see here. I am going to go with the LSU Tigers.
that was the one that was in.
Old Brian Kelly. Right now you're in. Right now you're the 11. But as we know, Brian Kelly likes to have those moments where the big game just kind of eludes him. A little James Franklin-ish.
Do you realize that LSU has not scored 23 points all season, more than 23 points all season against an FBS team?
Yes.
That's brutal when you have a quarterback that's supposed to be a high-end draft prospect.
This is supposed to be an offensive team, right? I mean,
They were supposed to just be a talented team.
Wide receiver you. Garrett Nussmeier was supposed to be Heisman Trophy. Yeah. I don't see that happening. This week, you play South Carolina, which you will hear on ESPN Asheville on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Then you go at Vanderbilt, home with Texas A&M, at Alabama, and you close out the season at Oklahoma. You got Arkansas and Western Kentucky in there, so I'm not adding those to the danger zone games, but every other one of those is a danger zone game to me. And I can't trust that LSU is going to come out of that even relatively unscathed.
I am glad you did that because I had two that were in that I don't particularly believe in.
Okay.
And I only have one that I'm just jumping up and down that's out. The one that I'm jumping up and down that's out, and I cannot believe you didn't take them, is Notre Dame.
Okay.
Notre Dame's making the playoff. They may be the highest non-bye. They may be 5. Because for the rest of the way, right now they've lost to number 3 Miami, number 2 Miami, number 5 Texas A&M. That's their only 2 losses. And they were both within a field goal. They have slaughtered every team they played. The rest of the way they play NC State, USC, Boston College, Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and Stanford. They will not win a game by less than 2 scores for the rest of the year. And the thing that I don't think you're hearing with high-end media often enough, C.J. Carr's been really, really, really good. He's young, and that scares me. And I had not been necessarily alerted to how good he had been until I watched him against Boise State.
Wow.
They play nobody.
They rate 22.5-point favorite this week against NC State.
I don't have a bell, but if I did,
You take
I'd
it to
ring
cover?
it. You damn right I would.
Okay.
Against that NC State team?
That's a big number.
Yes, sir, I would. And I hate giving that many points.
Right.
I don't see a way Notre Dame doesn't make it because I don't see who's supposed to beat them. USC, I guess it's possible. That is a rivalry. I don't see how USC can stop them.
And then?
This is where I have to play you. And I think you will do this just to chap my cheeks. So I'm going to go Florida State.
Okay.
Everything I just said about Notre Dame,
Yeah.
it works twofold for Florida State because they go Pittsburgh, Stanford, Wake Forest, Clemson, Virginia Tech, NC State, Florida. If they lose another game in this regular season, Mike Norvell should be fired immediately. This team should be 10-2 with a loss to what I think is a good Virginia team and a very quality Miami team. I knew you would take that one just to irk me, so I had to take it. But now I have to sit back with bated breath.
I actually wasn't because I don't know that you're going to make it. I don't know that you're going to make it. Even if you win out, are you going to make it with 2 losses?
Moabi asked me, do I think the ACC and Big 12 will be 2-bid leagues? after the SMU fiasco last year. The Big 12 won't be because they don't have two teams that are any good.
Mm-hmm.
They have one team that is going to keep embarrassing every team they play. That's Texas Tech. And I'll say this now. Texas Tech's going to get a bye in this playoff.
Yeah.
They will be a top 4 seed, and they will get a bye in this playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know who's supposed to beat them. Unless they get massacred by injuries. They have the best offensive line in that conference. They have one of the best sets of weapons in that conference, and they have the best defense in that conference. Texas Tech's the team nobody's talking about. But they're already in as it sits, and I don't see a way they're falling out. Because the Big 12 is, let me get real close for this one, bad.
They still have games against BYU and Arizona State. Those are the only games that they'll even be challenged
secret time,
in.
Both of those teams are atrocious against teams that are any good.
Mm-hmm. So your selection was what?
I took Florida State.
That's right. Yeah.
But Moabi asked if I thought the ACC or Big 12 could be a two-bid league. I think the ACC probably will be a two-bid league. Because, look, the further down the line we get, one of three things is going to happen. Either Georgia Tech's going to win out, maybe lose to Georgia, but they win out and play Miami in the ACC title game. They would be the number 8 team in the country at that point. You're not going to knock them out for losing to Miami, and I don't think Miami's going to lose a game. That happens, or Virginia does the same thing because they don't play their schedule. They've already played the toughest part of their schedule. Or Florida State doesn't lose a game, and they embarrass some of these teams in the ACC, and we start getting that blind faith back in Florida State. That's why I said them, because Virginia still scares me to a point. Georgia Tech, I'm just afraid they're going to kill Haynes King. I really do. I'm afraid he's going to be just a puddle on the field at some point.
Right.
I don't see how that kid can still walk.
In a league where nobody apparently plays anybody.
No.
And you already have Miami, Virginia, Georgia Tech. Is there anybody else ahead of y'all?
Louisville has one loss, I think.
I was just looking at the rankings.
No,
Louisville's not in the top 10.
No, it's because they just lost to Virginia.
That's right. So they bounced out or bounced from the top of the others getting votes category. I don't know. It's just that's a lot of room to make up.
It is, especially when you've got a loss to Virginia
State,
and you don't play Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
you need a lot to happen, but I think Florida State can do their part. I also think there's a possibility that Georgia Tech maybe stumbles. Florida State doesn't make it into the ACC championship game. Georgia Tech or Virginia are like 12, and they get boat raced by Miami, and the selection committee goes, well, I mean, Florida State's 2 losses were on the road to Virginia by a field goal or by whatever it was in a game that was kind of dicey with the officials, and they got beat by Miami, but they kept it close because you'll forget when you look at that score that they got dog-walked for 3.5 quarters.
You're in the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM at 1400. Who's in that you don't believe in? Who's out that you do believe in? College football playoff is going to get here before you even know it. We're halfway through the regular season as it stands. We'll be right back here live at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville on ESPN Asheville.
Young throwing to the end zone, diving grab, Xavier Legette for the...
the Sportsocracy.
It is ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy, coming to you live from Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville, the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy. We're located at 135 Coxe Avenue.
That sounds like a keytar tone of a Creed song,
Yep.
and I like it.
Yep, it most definitely was. That's why it
Gambit fan called it Discount Creed.
It is Discount Creed.
That's fine. You know what Discount Creed's better than? Every other band that's ever been created. Don Henley goes to shows of Discount Creed wishing the Eagles were what Discount Creed was.
Oh, I love your idiots.
I know there's at least 7 people that listen to this show. Blood just shot out of their ears.
No doubt.
Like, what did he just say?
I'm surprised you don't have to blur it out on the YouTube stream because it's starting to seep out of mine as well.
What did he just say? I said it. I meant it. Creed's awesome.
He meant the dumbest thing he's ever said. That's awesome. Who do you believe in? Who do you not believe in college football? Who's in the field of the college football playoff now that you don't believe is going to still be there at the end of the year? Who's outside of the field currently that you feel confident will be there at the end of the season? Jeremy, you've already got Notre Dame. You've got Florida State.
Nope, you said it wrong. Anytime we say Notre Dame, you got to say it as Lou Holtz.
Notre Dame.
Yes.
Notre Dame.
Those guys. Florida State. And who?
Oh, my first one was Georgia.
Georgia, that's right. Confident that Georgia will not make the college football playoff. I went Memphis because to me that's the safest pick on the board. All they got to do is win one game. You got to win that South Florida game, and you're the Power Five or the Group of Five, Group of Six. Is it Group of Six now? The Group of Six representative in the college football playoff. I also have LSU. Man, I'm gonna have to say Vanderbilt's on my list.
No, no, that was the one that I thought I didn't have to take because I didn't think you would believe in them.
Who does their quarterback remind you of?
Diego Pavia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord,
It's Baker Mayfield. That's the right answer.
that's not the right answer because he's not nearly good enough thrower of the football. I see a little element of Baker. I see a little Temu version of Tim Tebow. And you're the second person that asked me that question. And I always get to this point and go, I don't know what the last thing is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they had a 3 high get up with the get down, and they created Diego Pavia. Johnny Manziel's a good answer. I am not going to lie. That might be the one.
Not bad. I could see that as well. Diego, though.
Oh, that makes me
Leading the
so
way.
angry.
For the Vanderbilt Commodores, yes.
I want to stab you with my plastic knife.
They lose to Alabama this past week. They get LSU in 2 weeks. Then Missouri. So that's a rough stretch.
That Missouri game, if Missouri beats Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
which there seems to be a lot of belief that they're going to. If Missouri beats Alabama, I feel like Missouri-Vanderbilt almost becomes another de facto play-in game.
Could very well.
Because whoever wins it has a nice leg up on getting in.
Well, I mean, you still got Texas. You still got Auburn. You still got Tennessee on the schedule down the stretch of the season. Although the Auburn game, you're not playing at Jordan-Hare, so that makes me feel a little better.
I wouldn't care if they played Auburn on the moon. Does Jackson Arnold still play for them? Is that offensive line still that offensive line? Cool. That's enough for me.
Let's see. Vanderbilt on the list of teams that I believe in.
Oh, that makes me so angry.
To make it.
Because now I'm going to have to take stupid Spooty Virginia or something like that.
Spooty? What is? I don't even want to know what that means. That's It's one of those things. You know what? In order for me to take Vanderbilt as a team that I think can climb the ladder to get into the college football playoff,
Somebody has to fall out.
somebody has to fall out, and I'm going with Tennessee.
I don't disagree with anything you just said. You know why?
Why?
Because Josh Heupel needs to sit down with a clock and figure out how seconds work.
Right.
Because he doesn't get it. I love that team so much, and I think Joey Aguilar has been an absolute aberration. But I don't buy Josh Heupel.
I'd say that the other way. That wasn't the right word to use there.
There is a word that sounds like
aberration's a bad thing.
Well, he has not been a bad thing. He's been a good thing. So there's a word that sounds like aberration that I don't know what it is at the moment.
A revelation?
Sure,
Yeah.
we'll go with that. That's not the word I was looking for, but
right.
it'll work.
All right.
Because apparently one of them right and one of them wrong. So we'll go with a revelation.
Yes.
Correct me again after you pissed me off taking Vanderbilt. I'll stab you with a knife right there.
I mean, you still got the third Saturday in October coming up. You still got the Alabama game to get through.
Yes.
You have Vanderbilt to end the season,
Yes.
which that's a play-in game if you both make it unscathed to that point.
Not to be fair, I do think Tennessee will still make it.
Oklahoma, I mean, chances are. I got to pick somebody to get out of there, and I can't find anybody else in the top 12 that I go, yeah, I don't really think that they're going to be there.
Oh, it's funny because you left the one that I want.
Oh, really?
Texas A&M.
Really? Okay.
What has Texas A&M done that you go, oh, yeah, they're the fifth best team in the country? The fact that they beat Notre Dame on the greatest diamond fall out of the keister of the football gods and land in your lap. Other than that, they've beaten UTSA, Utah State, Auburn, who they struggled with, and Mississippi State. They still play LSU, Missouri, South Carolina, and Texas. And I'll be honest with you, I think they lose 3 of the 4 of those.
Really?
'Cause I don't think they're any good.
Okay.
This still, to me, screams the same team that I've seen for the last 10 years. Oh, we got a lot of players. Awesome. You are so undisciplined, it is pathetic.
Everybody's singing those praises of Mike Elko now, though.
Hey, you know who really sings his praises? Whatever bar it is he drinks at, because he's keeping the lights on. That dude looks like he weighs 417 pounds at this point. And that's coming from a fat dude. Like, if I was skinny, I would chase him around with a Jenny Craig pamphlet. Like, dude, you are hypertension on feet.
He's not Freddie Kitchens. Come on.
Dude, have you seen him lately?
I've not.
He sets his play call sheet on his stomach. Like, it fits here like a shelf.
Yeah.
Of which, as a man that can also do that, my phone slides off. His call sheet doesn't.
Only when you suck it in like that, though.
It's not sucked in. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm sitting in a chair that I'm trying to stay awake because it's so comfortable.
It's trying to sit all straight back so it doesn't stick out there. He was sitting here earlier today, and he had the actual microphone was over top of the belly.
It usually
at one
does.
point, and
It sits right there on the sternum.
No, you were sitting much fatter though. You were. You were sitting very comfortable and loose at one point, and I went, "Don't do that when the camera turns on.
It can't see it.
You ain't gonna like how that looks.
It can only see me from the Jet logo up,
which is which is how it needs to be.
Yeah,
you don't need anything from here down.
That's why Jeremy does camera angles.
Yes,
because he knows ways to make me look skinnier and you to look fatter.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Which, by the way, when I make you look fatter, it makes me look skinnier.
No doubt, that's how that goes.
Patrick Holt said I'm getting out of breath just talking about it. I said, well, here's the thing. I do still have my little nicotine pack here.
Right. See, you were looking at it from Texas A&M. Oh my God, look at the rest of the schedule, and I was looking at it from the standpoint. But if this team is good, the rest of the schedule's not that hard compared to the rest of the SEC.
And I agree.
And I get it.
I
if
think
you don't
the voters
think they're good, then that's another thing.
I think the voters are going to look at Texas A&M as, okay, you beat Notre Dame, but Notre Dame didn't really beat anybody. I think they're going to get walked by Missouri.
Okay.
And then you lose those 2 games, and I think they get slaughtered in both.
Yeah.
And it's, okay, so you can beat up on bad teams, and then you get one of these just right on the fringes, whether it's Florida State or Tennessee or LSU, and they're going to get the benefit of the doubt over you because you didn't beat anybody. It's hard to not beat anybody in the SEC, but Texas A&M could find a way.
They very well could. If they can find a way to win on the road at LSU, which big game, high-ranked opponent, who's going to be shocked if they go into LSU and win a close one, go to Columbia to take on Missouri, and then from there your other opponents are Florida, Arkansas, Samford, and Texas.
It's funny you talk about opponents because my next one is all about who they play.
Okay.
Georgia Tech. Team I'll see this weekend.
Yep.
I think they're going to hurt Virginia Tech's feelings. His fired coach bump is dead. Then they play Duke, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, Pittsburgh before they play Georgia.
Right.
If they beat Georgia, I don't care if Miami beats them by 764 points. They will still make it in the playoff. And I think they can beat Georgia.
Well,
they came very close last year.
They almost beat Georgia last year.
And this one's in Atlanta. And if you're telling me that team's going to be 11-0 with big, bad, wounded Georgia coming into town, that stadium, the section I'm sitting in, everything you do is comped. So literally all the beers are on a shelf, all the hot dogs, the pizza, whatever they serve. I don't know the answer to that. It's all on a shelf.
Yeah.
Section 131 at Bobby Dodd Stadium is going to be the drunkest place in Georgia for that game.
It's at the Benz Dome.
Why? And actually, that's even worse.
It is.
That's even worse. I'm okay with that. I could see me.
I want to say that's the way it's going to be from now on.
I could spend Thanksgiving in Atlanta,
but I could be wrong about that. I think I remember reading that there was.
That's fine.
That we're at least having it at a neutral site, or we're going to have it at a neutral site for a few years.
I'm fine with that.
To the school stadiums.
You have one more selection, sir, and I can't wait to hear who this is.
Let's see here. One that I don't believe will be there at the end.
Oh, and now just for the first time in the history of the Daily Draft, I knew my last pick was the 9th.
Yeah.
I had 9 teams. We've picked all 9 of them.
We've picked all 9 of them.
Everybody wants me to say Oklahoma. If Mateer comes back, I believe in Oklahoma. And I don't think they need Mateer to beat Texas. Even if he doesn't play this week, I don't really care. That defense is better than you think. And that comes from the biggest Brent Venables detractor on earth.
So far, it's looked really, really good. Oh. I mean, I guess Virginia has to be it.
I think if I had picked another one, it'd be Virginia.
It's either Virginia. Yeah, it's got to be Virginia because it's not.
It's either Virginia or you go completely off the board.
Well, I mean, or like BYU.
Oh, no, BYU plays too many teams that can beat them. They play Texas Tech, Iowa State, Cincinnati. BYU will hold 4 losses, I think.
Really?
It'll be 3 at the minimum. It might be 5.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else that's there. So, I guess by default, I got to go Virginia. They can still win 11 games. If
I'm being 100% honest, the one team we didn't say that I feel like needs to be mentioned is Cincinnati.
Okay.
Because Cincinnati has a shot at a couple decent enough wins that will look good, get them to the Big 12 title game, because the Big 12 is awful. I mean, it's worse than I thought it was. And they already have the tiebreaker over Iowa State, who I think is the third. I will say I think Iowa State's probably the second best team in that conference. They've met a buzzsaw in Cincinnati.
What happened to Arizona State? You used to be a big believer in them.
It just looks clunky.
Okay.
I don't really know what happened to them.
I was going to say, they still have Levitt. They still have.
And I'm not down on Levitt.
Jordan Tyson.
I'm not down on Levitt. I'm not down on Jordan Tyson per se. I watch them and then I look at the schedule. And when I look at the schedule, I go, you still have to play Utah, Texas Tech, Iowa State, Arizona. They could lose several of those. And they've really got 1 loss left. Because you're already sitting on 1, and I don't think a 3-loss Big 12 team gets in unless they win the conference.
Right. I do want to mention one other team. Michigan. Michigan has 1 stumbling block.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
That's it. They beat Ohio State,
I mean, they got USC this week,
who they should beat.
Washington, Michigan State, Purdue, Northwestern, Maryland.
The funny thing is, every single game you just said is every bit as losable as it is winnable, other than Northwestern. Because every team you just said is good, and none of them get any credit.
However, if they do winnable all of those games,
And that is that's the flex of that.
then that makes you, that makes you 10-1 going into the Ohio State game.
And this would, and that
they've
almost
had their number the last few years.
see that would almost turn into like a basketball RPI argument of look at you use the what's that ranking? Oh God, it ranks every team in college football. I keep wanting to say Bobby Shad. That was the guy from.
No, it's not Ken
Ken
Palm.
Palm's basketball.
Ken Palm's basketball. I have no idea.
I'll look it up in the break.
The Elias ranking?
I keep wanting to say Bobby Shad, which was the singer from Walk Hard. I know it's not that. But they could wind up with like 8 victories over teams that are in the top 50.
Which, by the way, is it true? Is he going on?
Yeah.
Is he going on tour as Dewey Cox?
Yeah.
We have to go.
100% we have to go. Walk hard.
That's a living the dream trip right there.
No doubt. I will go to a game I don't care about to see John C. Riley as Dewey Cox.
It is the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. Come on down to Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. Have some balls, have a drink. It's going to be fun tonight. We got Thursday night football on the way when we come back from the break. Jeremy will give you the picks for the night right here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400.
The Sportsocracy.
We'll go back in.
Why are your on-the-road joiners so much better than the ones you usually play?
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville.
Tank went into royalty-free music and just went nuts.
Well, it took quite a while to pull out just 7 of those, royalty-free beds that go. Well, that doesn't sound like it was made on a 1987 Casio, so we got to use that one. Because a lot of them do. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy, coming to you live from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville, 135 Coxe Avenue. It's a beautiful day to hang out outside in the Adirondack chairs, get you some bear balls, get you some ribs. That's the one thing I have never had from here. I've never had their ribs. That just dawned on me. I can't get away from either being, kind of good and getting the salad, or
Overrated.
just going, do what?
It's overrated.
No, it's not.
Don't be good. Be bad. Be bad.
Or just going full carbaholic and getting the Super Spud or the Kickin' Tots or the Paw Paw's Poutine or of course any of the bowls, the Bear Bowl.
Oh, yeah, the mac and cheese and cornbread with the
So good. So good. Bear
And basically the Bear Bowl is what goes on the Super Spud, which is why I go potato in yon suckhole.
And of course, don't forget about the sauces. All of the sauces are fantastic.
I've officially gotten to the point of I don't even care what sauce they bring me.
I made homemade Philly cheesesteak sandwiches for supper night before last.
Oh, God, we mentioned Philly cheesesteaks. Josh Michael's going to appear, and he's going to yell at me for putting A1 on mine.
The Texas pepper barbecue sauce from Bear Smokehouse Barbecue on a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. I mean, it's not authentic. I'm not from Philly, and I don't care. It's the way I make steak sandwiches, and I'm telling you, stuff's real, real good. I will put Texas pepper barbecue sauce on damn near anything.
It's real good.
It is very good. Check them out at 135 Coxe Avenue, BearsBBQ.com. Of course, we are here for Thursday night football. We'll be hanging out watching the game tonight.
You did it wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thursday night football.
That's right. Thursday night football is the game. We will be here for the Giants and the Eagles tonight.
How many wagers on Saquon Barkley is too many wagers on Saquon Barkley?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I can see me going.
How many do you have?
I can see me going first touchdown scorer. I'm certainly going anytime touchdown scorer. I'm seriously considering going 2 touchdown scorer. Then you get into rushing yards. His line is 90, and I can crank it all the way up to. Let's go safe here. Go 140 for plus 507.
Holy smokes. Leaning hard on that, aren't you?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Saquon tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Eagles -7 under the 40.5, 140 plus rushing yards for Saquon. Saquon, anytime touchdown scorer, pays it plus 2,400.
Not bad.
Then if you start getting cute with the Giants, you go under, and I don't remember the number on Dart.
I was going to say, what's the over-under on Wan'Dale Robinson with Darius Slayton out?
I would be more interested in one of the peripherals because Wan'Dale plays out of slot, which means he's going to get DeJean.
Okay.
And I'm Seacrest out.
Okay.
I'm trying to think even which
say,
peripheral.
Still, if his over-under was reachable.
I don't like that matchup for him.
Okay.
DeJean's just so crafty. And Wan'Dale's he's not a great separation receiver. he's kind of a gadget guy. And so you're going to get – I mean, I think he gets touches. I just don't necessarily know how successful he's going to be. Let's look at the Giants here and see if there's one that really jumps off the page at me. So with no Slayton and no Neighbors, good googly move. That is the worst receiving core I've ever seen. Can you name another receiver on this team?
Other than Wan'Dale Robinson?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hyatt.
There's two.
From there, Hakeem Nicks, is he still playing?
I think he was on the Hall of Fame ballot. He's been gone so long.
Yeah, that was
a nice pull.
That was a nice pull.
Bo Collins and Gunnar Olszewski are the other two receivers. Gooner. Now, he's not Gunnar. He's Gooner.
Yeah.
That makes me want to play one of the tight ends. Daniel Bellinger. I could see him getting a stupid, weird touchdown tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like Hyatt, but I think Hyatt's going to get Quinion. I guess if I'm looking at Bo Collins and Gooner, I'm not wasting Quinion Mitchell on one of you bums.
Yeah. The Philadelphia Eagles no doubt have to get back to doing what they did last year. It makes little sense that a team would win the Super Bowl, not really change all that much. I mean, I know that there are changes on the offensive line, and, of course, it's going to matter with Landon Dickerson out. But I still feel like there is a lot that you could be doing to turn this clock back to, I don't know, week 13 of last year, Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And the one answer to doing that is to feed the beast, especially against his old team.
Feed me more. There is not enough carries for Saquon Barkley tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's going to eat.
It really won't say anything about the Philadelphia Eagles to me.
What they do to Jackson Dart, I think, it will be what says a lot about Philadelphia. This sets up so poorly for Dart because that defense is so fast. And so his home run swing is take off and run. That's going to be hard to do against Philadelphia. They're going to make you beat them with your arm. And you look at that receiving core. I mean, if you remember, this is the game that I said, maybe I understand the Russell Wilson thing.
Right. I don't want to take all of the hope out of Jackson Dart before he gets good and started.
Because it just lines up so poorly.
Right.
All right, I've given my picks. Are you in lockstep with anything, everything, nothing I've said?
I am totally on the side of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles minus the 7.
7.5 is not enough.
Over under 40.5.
I want to go over.
I want to go under because I don't think the Giants are going to. If you had to set the final score of this game, what is it?
38-6.
I'll go 24-7.
Okay.
I don't think Philly scores as much as you think.
Okay.
Because that line, I do believe, gets exposed a little bit with 3 pass rushers. Don't be shocked if you see Abdul Carter in some weird sets tonight. This is one of those games that you circled on the calendar 3 weeks ago, and you started installing things with the intention of putting them in this game.
Yes.
So I could see Abdul Carter and Thibodeau and Burns out there at the same time trying to heat up Jalen Hurts, trying to force interceptions, use Tyler Nubin, use Javon Holland to do what it is that they do, which is force turnovers.
No.
If you can force a couple turnovers tonight, I think the Giants have a shot to contend. I do not think they have a shot to win, but I think they can be competitive. And then it doesn't become a shootout. And then we show up tomorrow talking about the gross fest that was another Thursday night football where just not a lot happened.
Yep.
Now, what I said about what they put in with Abdul Carter, I wouldn't be shocked if you got something like that for A.J. Brown. The problem with Philadelphia that I have is that you have 3 unhappy mouths that you need to feed, and this is a reunion game, a revenge game for Saquon. Sirianni thinks more about that than any other coach I've ever seen.
Yes.
So I'm leaning on Saquon almost to the point that I don't like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith tonight. I'm not willing to go quite that far. If you're playing them in fantasy, probably not a great chance that you have better options. But I am worried about them to a point.
Yeah. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, the back alley bar at 135 Coxe Avenue is the place that you need to make your destination for all of your public football watching. They've got the TV. They've got the game on all the TVs. They will have sound blared up so you can enjoy the festivities. They have the libations. They, of course, have the best meat in town. There are bear balls. There are moink balls. There are total packages, all to be had here at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. The best food in town and the best company in town as well for Thursday night football. Jeremy and I will be down here, and we will be back tomorrow on ESPN Asheville and on the YouTubes with
Football Friday.
That's right. All the picks of the weekend coming your way. Thanks for hanging in with us. We'll see you tomorrow.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Right now it's high pressure and absolutely beautiful weather, developing low pressure, potentially a nor'easter off the coast. Probably going to stay well east of us. That's the way it looks right now. Sunshine dominating today and tomorrow. Mid to upper 60s. Overnight lows again will be in the low to mid 40s. Some 30s around tomorrow morning. Weekend right now is sunny, and I'm going to take us through Monday, Columbus Day, with highs in the low 70s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, thrower of parties, is inviting you to Hope on the Slope. It's a free dance party happening on World Mental Health Day, Thursday, October the 10th at Bears in downtown Asheville. Get moving with Euphoria's dance instructors, vibe out with DJ Lyric, and celebrate the power of music, movement, mental health, and community. It's all happening at Bears, supporting Bears Foundation Linked for Life, bringing free therapy to Asheville's food and beverage workers. Learn more at bearsbbq.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Young throwing to the end zone, diving grab, Xavier Legette for the touchdown.
Hi, this is Anish Shroff. Join me, Luke Kuechly, Jake Delhomme, and Kristen Balboni on Sunday as the Panthers host the Dallas Cowboys.
Dowdle has a seam, 30, 35, 40, one man to beat, 45, 40.
Pre-game coverage comes your way at noon. Kickoff is at 1 on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Live all season long on News Radio 570 WWNC.
We're the Knicks family, and this is our Ingles story.
Welcome to Henderson County, North Carolina, known